I think the biggest challenges are having everything connected. Should it be from their bank, they might be on a bank that doesn't work with a certain software, to having all those efficiencies that you'd expect them to have. There's still challenges in gaining those efficiencies, and that's something that will develop as time goes on, but they're not quite there, and that's where I see the biggest challenge at the moment.
One of the biggest challenges for the profession as a whole at the moment is recruitment. I think now, a firm of the future as well will be looking for somebody that maybe doesn't necessarily do a traditional qualification, maybe more on the sort of computer development sort of side, or maybe more on a sales side. So I think the biggest challenge will be talent. I think it's just understanding your why as a firm, I think as well, will allow you to attract your, the right type of person for the firm. I think that would be the biggest challenge.
I think fast-growing companies have some really interesting challenges about them. One of them isn't so exciting, which is around control and governance, which in any fast-growing environment, when things spiral out of control, you need actually to harness down and get the basics right. So for me, control and governance is one of those hygiene factors, but it's not the exciting part. One of the exciting parts that you need to think about is around the data. Because fast-growing businesses, they're using lots of cloud technology, they've probably developed their own technology. What is that data available in the business, and how can we harness it to understand what's going on in the business, and to how to really distill it down and make better decisions? And then the final one really is around decision making. So once you've grabbed that data, making sense of it, turning it into some sort of relevant KPIs and metrics for the business to really understand not just financially what's going on, but operationally. So let's harness that operational data as well and bring it back, and really align finance to the business and help them understand what that means for business decisions.
Fast-growing companies literally have the most significant needs almost of any business, but they're at the stage where they don't have the capital, I guess, available to have the kind of resource that they absolutely need. A lot of accountancy firms would kind of tend to run a mile in those contexts. The fast-growing, really dynamic, constant changing needs, not able to necessarily afford the price point that kind of relates to the level of service that they need. How do we make it affordable for them? How do we make it achievable for them? And how do we as accountants almost like become excited to work for these businesses?
Fast-growing companies need better understanding of how they're performing, and by having a better understanding of how they perform, they can understand how the decisions they make today impact their tomorrow. So I think the biggest challenge for the accounting profession is how we help provide that insight, and how we partner with firms to better do that.